Yeah, so and I think right now as well, when it comes to research, it's 2 to 3 times longer time taken to do the research now versus pre-pandemic when it's a lot more simpler.
So let's get right to it. So, what are some of the benefits of signing up with a tour company instead of just planning the trip by yourself?
Mm. So Holiday Tours and Travel is a full service travel management company, right? And what this does is that it offers our travelers like an end-to-end travel services. So, for example, from flight tickets, connecting flights, transit flights, hotels, accommodation. Even if you want to do a local event, let's say if it's a birthday or a wedding or a proposal, some curated local tours, on-ground services, and many more, right? Because we're full suite, right? So it's like your one-stop travel solution. So what it does is that it removes the hassle, the headache that you have from doing all that research, and especially with the travel restrictions and limitations, we're there to offer advice along the way, right?
Wow.
And of course, in this time and age, and especially after post-pandemic, safety and security, as well as Prem has gone through, is obviously of utmost importance. So we do have a travel safety promise that we onboard our clients and of course our customers on, just to keep them safe. We also have a 24 hours call center that, let's say if anything happens, you're unsure, you're unsure what to do, especially let's say if your luggage gets broken in, then you can give us a call and we can actually advise you on what needs to be done.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys do proposals
I
as
know,
well?
that caught me as well. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
I mean, like you could have saved all this hassle when you wanted to propose to Kara, right?
Okay, Emily, could you sort out my wife? I mean, sort out my...
Okay.
But interesting.
Diamond rings not included.
Ah, okay. There's a clause. Okay.
But how about that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even planning a proposal and then the tour that wow.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the benefit, obviously. Sitting down, literally shaking your legs and getting everything done for you for a price.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so now that you are like a pro in the travel industry and it having been travel season now, right? When going on holiday or vacations or tours, other than the usual passport, tickets, what have you seen that us humans generally forget? But it's very, very important.
I think the number one, and just for the fun of it, is toothpaste.
You're right.
I think toothpaste always gets left behind.
Okay, the less cared about part in the toiletry bag. But I guess people also think, toothpaste only what I can buy it elsewhere. What?
Yeah, correct. But if you don't get the right toothpaste and you get to the hospital, okay, anyway, I can go into that, but that's not that's not it. I think what other very important item that you must have is actually travel insurance. Okay, and travel insurance with COVID coverage, like substantial COVID coverage. So across different countries, across different durations, does it cover post-hospitalization, just in case you get COVID and then you get hospitalized and you need to go to, all that needs to be covered. And what some travelers actually forget to do is that they get international travel coverage and they don't do that for domestic coverage.
Right.
It's right now, seriously, it's just as equally important. And what this travel insurance does is, so it covers like crisis or like any any issues. Let's say if there's a like a bombing that happens in Jakarta, and then you have to switch hotels immediately. You get to evacuate, and which is what we did with one of our travelers. And so we got all that. We remove the hassle, so everything is covered. Your safety, the cost of your trip is all covered by travel insurance. I would advise to get travel insurance for both for international and domestic trips with COVID coverage.
Okay.
That's important. Thank you so much for this reminder.
Yeah.
What is the tour industry doing now to help recover after the pandemic?
Wow. I think the travel industry has taken a hit because of the pandemic after 2.5 years. And I think the biggest companies are like the airlines company that took a hit, right? And what they've been doing is like all the governing companies like IATA or and all the airlines and the alliances that come together, they're trying to get back number one, in terms of manpower and services to that level again, to become full service, because over the pandemic, many people lost their jobs and everyone was let go. So they're trying to get back into that service, right? Secondly, is that how do you manage in terms of the inventory, right? Across globally. Okay, how do we work together? So, like for example, like Japan Airlines is working together with Malaysia Airlines to, to fulfill each other's capacity and seats, so that we get the travelers to the destinations that they want to at a better price, right? So things like that, especially in the airlines industry, that they've been helping one another. There's government bodies that put in place, and of course the rest are like hotel chains and Airbnbs. I think if you see some of the things that Airbnb has done as well, is to help the hosts and also the travelers. Some of them also have like credits with airlines, with hotels, with tour companies. So how do we extend credits, further than expiry date, so that it helps the traveler to fulfill that trip again, even although it's after 3 years, things like that. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess from what I'm gathering is that you're making sure that every customer gets like the best experience, the most fulfilling experience out of their travels.
Yes, that's right.
How do tour companies research for the best deals though to offer their customers? And can
that's a secret.
No, you can't do this to us, Emily. I thought we were friends.
Bro, when I saw
Instagram friends.
I'm like, when I saw this question, it's like asking Bruce Wayne, "Are you Batman?"
I thought I could slip it in. Oh, come on! Just give us a number or a name.
I think especially how travel has changed, right? I don't think right now it's not about the best deals anymore. I think it's about how we can give you the best value, or how much value we can add to your trip, right? So, like for example, being safe. You can't put a number on that.
That is true.
And then making sure that you pass through the travel restrictions. You're not, you're safe from end to end, and that delivers a lot more value, and that's invaluable. It's actually priceless.
Absolutely.
We've helped so many travelers who were stranded in airports just because they didn't have the documentations in place.
Yeah.
We had to call up embassies and all that, and that's just worth more than even what you're paying for, right? So and I think right now as well, when it comes to research, it's 2 to 3 times longer time taken to do the research now versus pre-pandemic, when it's a lot more simpler. So I think right now, do invest in your travel. If you're looking to bargain hunt, there's always Mata Fair, which is coming up next year in April. But just be careful with those promos, because they're usually non-refundable, non-exchangeable, and the dates are fixed and all that. So just be aware.
Wow.
Okay.
Thanks for the tips, Emily.
Yeah.
So
fulfilling talking to you this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Lim, the Executive Vice President of Holiday Tours and Travels. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Hey, look, if you ever want to send Prem and I somewhere and promote you, we're your guys. Sure. Look, you were thinking it, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it.